you already know how to multiply binomials. Now, we have some binomials that we call them the special products of binomials. So we're going to learn 3 different formulas. 2 of the formulas are what we call perfect square trinomials, and you can write these down. A plus b, all of that squared, is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Another perfect square trinomial is a minus b, all of that squared, which means a minus b times a minus b equals a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Another special product of binomials is the difference of 2 squares. A plus b times a minus b is going to equal a squared minus b squared. Now we're going to look at why all of these things work this way, and you could always multiply it out and you would still get the same answer. But if you recognize it as a special product, you can get the answer quite quickly, even if it's a pretty complicated binomial that you are multiplying. So let's look at this first one. If I did a plus b squared, that's going to equal a plus b times a plus b. Now, I can either distribute this whole thing over each of the terms in the second binomial, or I can do the method where I just take this and multiply it by everything here, and this and multiply it by everything here. Some people might think of this as FOIL, but I've talked in other videos about how I prefer to think of it another way, because FOIL only works for binomials. It's not going to work if you had a binomial times a trinomial. So this way, we're going to do this one, a times a. So that's a squared. Now we'll have, we'll multiply the a times the other term, plus a times b. Then we will do the second term, b times a, which is the same as ab. And then the b times the last term, b squared. So if we combine these like terms, we get a squared plus, there are 2 of these, 2ab plus b squared. So see, this is just like what we had right here. Now we can do the same thing for this one. A minus b squared equals, that's going to be a minus b times a minus b. We'll multiply our a term times everything over here, a squared. Now, careful, because this is a minus. It's a times negative b. So this is minus ab. Now we will do the second term of the first binomial. This one, remember, it's a minus b times a, or an a times a minus b, which is going to give us minus ab. And then we'll multiply this b times the last term. We have minus b times minus b, and 2 negatives make a positive, and we get plus b squared. So this one becomes a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So this is this formula right here. We're going to worry about the difference of 2 squares later, but I want you to make sure that you understand how we get these 2 formulas. In the next video, we will look a little bit more at how we can use these special products formulas to multiply some binomials.